The joy of simplicity. Living more with less after 60. The noise we mistake for life. For most of our lives, we are taught that more means better. More money, more things, more comfort. But somewhere along the way, we confuse having with living. After 60, when the rush begins to slow, you start hearing something new, silence. And in that silence, a quiet truth begins to echo. You never needed most of what you chased. You begin to see how full your life actually is. Not with things, but with moments. And that realization changes everything. When clutter becomes a cage, look around your home. Every drawer, every shelf, every corner tells a story. Some of those stories are beautiful, memories, milestones, laughter, but others, they're anchors. The clothes you don't wear but can't give away. The gifts you kept out of guilt. The boxes filled with someday. What if those things are not holding memories, but holding you? What if letting go of what's around you is the first step to feeling light again? You see, clutter isn't just physical, it's emotional. It's the weight of yesterday's identities and unfinished versions of yourself. And the moment you start clearing it, something magical happens. Space returns, not just in your home, but in your heart. The simplicity hidden in childhood. When you think back to your childhood, the happiest moments were often the simplest. Running barefoot on grass, eating mangoes under the sun, laughing with no reason at all. You didn't need much, just presence. And yet, as adults, we fill our lives with layers of need. After 60, simplicity becomes your way back home. Not back to your past, but back to your essence. The illusion of more. For decades, society convinced us that more meant success. A bigger house, a newer car, a fuller closet. But every more demanded something. Your time, your peace, your focus. And now, when you finally step back, you see the hidden cost. You weren't owning things. They were owning you. The pursuit of more is a race that never ends. Because enough is not a number, it's a feeling. And when you start chasing enough instead of more, you finally start living free. When you realize how little you need, something beautiful happens after 60. Your definition of wealth changes. Wealth stops being about what's in your bank and starts being about what's in your day. A slow morning becomes wealth. Time with grandchildren becomes wealth. Health, laughter, peace, they become the new luxury. You stop asking, what do I own? And start asking, what do I enjoy? And in that shift, life begins to bloom again. Quietly, peacefully, simply. The spiritual side of simplicity. Simplicity isn't just about having less. It's about needing less. It's a spiritual cleansing. It's choosing freedom over attachment. Every religion, every wisdom tradition speaks of simplicity, not as poverty, but as clarity. Because when life is simple, your mind becomes still enough to hear your soul again. You stop being pulled in 100 directions. You start aligning with what truly matters. Kindness, connection, gratitude. The power of slowing down. When you simplify, you slow down. And when you slow down, you finally see. The sunrise isn't just a background anymore. It's a show. The tea you drink isn't just routine. It's peace in a cup. Every small act becomes sacred. You stop rushing through your blessings. You start savoring them. And maybe that's what simplicity really is. The art of noticing again. The 7/30/90 day simplicity plan. 7 days, the lightness challenge. Each day, remove one item you no longer need. Clothes, gadgets, papers, anything. Ask yourself, does this add peace or take it away? By the end of the week, your surroundings will already feel lighter. 30 days, the clarity shift. Each week, simplify one area of your life. Your digital space, your diet, your schedule. Replace excess with intention. Instead of 5 to-do items, pick one that truly matters. By day 30, your energy will feel focused, calm, and clear. 90 days, the simple life blueprint. Commit to one daily ritual of simplicity. Morning journaling, evening gratitude, or a walk in nature. Build a life rhythm where peace is planned, not postponed. By day 90, you'll realize simplicity didn't take away richness, it revealed it. When enough becomes beautiful, There's a moment when you look around your space, neat, open, quiet, and you feel something you haven't felt in years. Peace. No chaos, no noise, no pressure. That's when you understand. The joy of simplicity isn't in losing, it's in gaining clarity. You gain time, you gain peace, you gain yourself. Life after 60 isn't about accumulation anymore. It's about appreciation, the stories that remain. When you strip life down to its essentials, what's left are the stories that matter most. The laughter you shared, the lessons you learned, the moments that made you grow. And those don't need space on a shelf. They live in you. You realize that memories don't fade because you give away objects. They grow stronger because you finally make space for them. The beauty of saying no. Simplicity isn't just about removing objects. It's about removing obligations. You start saying no more often, not out of selfishness, but out of wisdom. You say no to noise, no to drama, no to anything that steals your calm. You realize your time is sacred. Your peace is priceless. And not everyone, not everything, deserves access to both. That's the secret power of simplicity. It teaches you that boundaries are blessings. Finding joy in the ordinary. When life slows down, even the smallest things start to sparkle again. The smell of rain, the laughter of a grandchild, the quiet sound of your own thoughts. Simplicity reawakens your sense of wonder. You no longer need excitement to feel alive. You find joy in existence itself. You start to understand that happiness isn't hidden in faraway adventures. It's right here, in this ordinary, sacred moment. The freedom in letting go. Letting go doesn't mean losing control. It means trusting that life gives you what you need. Not always what you want, but always what helps you grow. When you let go, you discover space. And space is where peace lives. So you stop clinging to the unnecessary. You stop carrying what's already gone. You make peace with what is, and gratitude with what remains. And that's when simplicity turns into serenity. The final lesson. You spent years building a full life. Now it's time to build a peaceful one. The joy of simplicity is the joy of freedom, from clutter, from noise, from the endless chase. It's realizing that less isn't lack, it's luxury of the soul. Because when life becomes simple, everything you touch becomes meaningful. You see more, you feel more, you live more. So don't be afraid to let go of what's extra. What's essential will always stay. Love, peace, presence, and you.